Welcome everybody to another episode of Danganronpa 2. Goodbye Despair with the boys.
You're not streaming.
You're not streaming.
Fuck.
It's me, Neto123.
Yo, it's Devin. Alright, now we're streaming.
Alright, we've learned the funhouse is the ultimate weapon, but who would use the funhouse? It's not Nagato. It's not
Who could it be? The feet.
It's not us.
Is it?
It's not.
He couldn't be Hajime. He's the main character.
True.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon. Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily?
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekumaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon?
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes.
Yeah, time was like a day ago.
I will sincerely
4 hours
retract
ago.
that remark.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know? If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder. Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything. Akane! You were drooling waterfalls?
Anyway, if the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
I see!
That's it. I think he might have died from falling.
Died from falling?
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off?
That, I don't know yet.
They didn't push him.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method. Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
But my gut is going crazy right now.
How? This is what I don't get. How?
It's very crazy once you find it out.
Big boy.
Brain is the biggest.
When the elevator is on the
Second
1st
best friend.
floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up
It
there.
is.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Yeah. That makes
Hold
sense.
on, did you forget the elevator has a sensor?
But he's a
As long
robot.
as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open.
Oh, sleep button.
Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
So, sleep button?
Night button.
When the elevator is on the
Yeah.
1st floor, you can't go through the door on the
Night
4th
button.
floor.
Yeah, moving
It'd be
sensor, what
impossible.
Kazuichi says.
After locking they moved the
object.
and made use of the.
Hold
I
on.
think.
As long as there's a moving object.
No!
Yes!
Night!
Let's go!
Yasumi nasai!
That sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it.
Unless they tied him up.
Right?
There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes?
That's what I was about to explain before Kazuichi interrupted me. Silence,
Yeah,
pest!
Kazuichi.
Now you're calling me a pest?
Oof. He just gets his dick kicked. Could it be now?
Okay. So on.
It's either that or the wire.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious.
What?
What?
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
No.
What about the oil on the floor?
No.
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No?
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki...
Silence, pest!
Don't.
What if I start to enjoy it?
Oh shit.
Oh no.
If you arrange it, you can cause the drop.
So you're telling to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement. The hammer is
The
suspicious.
hammer.
Isn't it about
The
time?
pillar.
What about the oil on the...
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
What?
Oh.
Crap!
Oh.
If
Probably
you
wire.
arrange it a certain
Fine,
way,
yeah.
you can cause the drop.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement.
That
Come on.
arrangement. The hammer is suspicious. Isn't it about time?
What about the oil on the...
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Wait, no.
Oh god damn it.
What was that? Another?
That's like white noise. Turn the
You
warning.
hit, you hit the white
How about
noise
we all
instead of the
shut up
actual.
and listen to
Hold
what
on,
she
no.
has
I think you stopped slowing down time.
What if I
don't
start
know
to
why.
enjoy it?
You can only slow down time for 20 seconds.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop.
So you're telling to think
This is
about the
broken.
arrangement.
That arrangement. The hammer is suspicious. Isn't it about time?
What about the oil on the floor?
Stop doing it. Huh?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
There we
I
go.
agree with that.
Yeah, so you're connecting two of them together. Got it.
Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it?
Wait, am I recording?
What the fuck?
No.
What?
I'm just kidding.
That might have
I
been
know
where it
you
got
all-
scraped by the
You
wire.
gonna be mad?
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob,
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair.
That's right. He was suspended in midair.
Huh?
The killer tied up Mekamaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode, tied the tip of the wire into a knot, and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower, and suspended Mekamaru in midair.
I do not believe. Look at how the wire's on the handle. Fuck in hell no.
Physics.
That's right! He was so well hung! Kinda like...
You better not finish that sentence!
the killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Too easy.
Oh god damn.
No.
So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that.
Why?
If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall? Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
What are you doing, Clark?
It's the, yeah.
Another channel.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a watch, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him
Oh,
up.
nice.
There's no way
Oh,
they could
hell
do
yeah.
that.
Yeah, you find out how
Oh
you,
shit, man. Dude, that's
Yeah,
fucking
you
Doesn't
wait.
mean
awesome.
someone had to push him
if
off.
you wait, it's better.
It's possible that he
Well,
fell
it's
on his
easier
own.
with this one.
What?
See how the way is on.
Nekomaru,
Up and
Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
Allow me to
Ooh,
cut
that
through
was
those
easy,
words.
man.
Perfect. Well,
Oh, so it's
Kazuichi's
Kazuichi.
an idiot.
Kazuichi
What do you
has
think
no
would happen if
defense.
Nekomaru woke up while he was
Kazuichi's an
suspended
idiot.
upside down in midair?
What are you saying? Like,
That was super
how would he even wake up?
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why, if something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the
Probably.
killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
Man, he picked the wrong doorknob.
I see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
You idiot.
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No. Isn't that right, Miss Sonia?
No.
Hey!
This guy. He gets off on this!
So thanks to that alarm,
He's channeling his
Nekomaru
inner
ended
terror.
up falling while he was still hanging upside down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too, right?
Crash straight into the pillar. It's fucking easy.
Yeah.
Cola came out of his eyes. Let's go, brothers.
Cola came out of his eyes.
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
Well, the pillar was a bonus.
Yeah.
It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Oh, it's pretty obvious.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive
Hey, there
the
we
alarm
go.
was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on,
time
baby
up.
gangsta.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible. Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
That's what I want to know.
Someone
Literally
fucking
10
with the
o'clock.
clocks.
Exactly.
Goddamn.
Fuiko?
Which one is that?
Here's the tower,
We had it-
checking both clocks.
Past it. Ah, wall clock then.
Well, that one is. Oh, okay, that's him seeing.
Maybe it's this one, right?
That's him seeing how what time he left.
And that's
It
not.
could be that. It could be the
probably-
wall clock. It could be the wave
Yep.
clock.
Probably, yeah. I was thinking either radio or wall.
Before
But I don't
7
think
a.m.,
radio's in
I am
here.
certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
Nope.
No.
Refute that with radio.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh. Okay, yeah. So radio clock then.
If you can't agree with anything, you have to contradict the one that's wrong.
Yeah. So
We headed for Grape Tower.
radio clock. Yeah.
Before
3 o'clock.
7 a.m., I am certain.
And then just wait for the end.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death in the... One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaro.
Damn!
No, that's wrong!
Come on, Colin, just shut the fuck up.
She's not as big as Sona.
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock,
he's
so
not
it would have
as
been
bad as
impossible to
Naruto,
mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside
right.
Grape House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
Uh-oh.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, no,
Your
fuck.
favorite.
No, that's good.
Yes, yes.
Oh, Logic Dive's good.
I'm pretty sure that's the Logic Drive. The Logic Dive.
Yeah, because it sounds like a sci-fi music.
Yeah. I go, uh-oh,
Logic
it's,
Dive's not
it's the
bad.
half and half, you know?
Um,
It's 102.
Wait, jump.
Jump. Boost.
Oost.
Jump. Jump. Jump.
Jump.
Jump.
Boom.
Jump.
Jump.
Move.
Boost. 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 Time in the building, I guess.
When the moto happened. The moto has to be somewhere.
Let's go!
Straight.
Watch it.
Straight.
Oh, this is the one where you have to fucking go sideways and shit.
Straight. Every time it's different. Jump right.
Oh,
Jump right.
oh god.
Stay on the side so you can. Yep.
Oh, that was fucking close.
Yeah!
Clench my butt cheeks.
I'm gonna leave you up, boys.
Building. Well, did they? No, they only tampered with the building clock. There's no
Yeah,
way they could have
buildings.
tampered with the radio
You had to
clock.
tamper
Radio
with
clocks
both
can't be
building
tampered
clocks
with.
because you can't. Yeah, you can't fuck with the radio.
Unless you tamper with the radio.
Nice, nice. I'm coming.
Jump.
Oh my god. Oh shit.
Whoa, oh, he's on the hog strat.
Oh shit.
You can do it.
Oh
you can do
shit.
It. You're fine.
Popping off.
Left. Right.
I mean, you seem to be doing better in the mornings. With the gamer reaction time.
What?
Oh.
You had to say something.
Jinxed it.
That was a lot bigger jump than I thought it was gonna be, by the way.
Well, if you hold the button, you hold it. You jump for longer. So you want to.
So you can basically just fly.
Yeah, you just
So
tap
you
it.
can fly.
And you jump faster. Both.
It was having an earthquake behind them.
Oh, that was the garbage truck.
Yep. Yes, it's on Mondays, Mondays and Thursday.
The fuck? Why on a Thursday, not the beginning of the week?
I don't know. I keep forgetting about it. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's all coming together.
Ain't gonna make it easy for us.
You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic!
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
2 hours.
Yeah, obviously.
Wait. So that's why. The killer set the alarm on the building clock so they wouldn't hear Nekomaro falling to his death.
Didn't expect a pillow.
God damn, I think the comic book's gonna be tough.
No, it's not.
Comic book's the easiest one.
It really is. It's gonna be Fuyuhiko's account, right? Either that one or the...
Yeah, Fuyuhiko's account, because he
If the
saw
time
it
in
at
the
5
building
o'clock.
was all messed up,
You already know everything in the comic book.
then we can
so.
only rely on Nekomaru's
It's fine,
radio
pictures.
clock.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be? In our time.
I think it might have been a
Are there
Fuyuhiko's
any
account, but
clues
I'm
that
not
can
sure.
be used to narrow that down? If only I heard the sound when he fell.
It would have been a great clue.
Wait.
Or his scream.
Nope.
He's not the type to let out a scream.
If only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough, we would have heard it too.
There's no point in saying that. If does not exist in this world.
So I think you have to agree with someone.
If the time in the building was all messed up,
Bolts,
then we can
you got-
only rely.
The time of was clearly 7.
The problem is, in our time.
Are there any clues that if only I heard the sound, it would have been a great clue?
Or his scream.
He's not the type.
If only
You
Nekomaru's
literally
we would
forget
have
all
heard it
the
too.
way. God
There's
damn.
no point in if does not
It's,
exist in this
Soda's
world.
If the time in the build, then we can only rely. The time of was clearly 7.
The problem is, in our time.
Are there any clues that if only I heard the sound, it would have been a great clue?
Or his scream.
He's not the type to let out a
If only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough.
No.
It's one of those.
Damn it!
If the time in the build, then we can only rely. The time of was clearly 7.
The problem is, in our time.
Are there any clues that if only I heard
The sound when he fell.
No.
Yeah.
What the
Hang
fuck?
on. You don't have the right bullet. The bullet doesn't work. Think.
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
What's Akane's account?
Oh, hearing the noise.
Yeah, there you go, That's what
I'm like, you're not even looking at the other
Clearly
bullets.
7:30.
The problem is, what's in our time?
Are there any clues that can if only I heard the sound when he fell, it would have been a great clue?
That one?
Oh my god.
Or his scream.
He's not the type.
If only Neko, we would have heard it too.
Yes.
There's no point in if does not exist in this world.
If the time in the build, then we can only rely. The time of was clearly 7.
The problem is, in our time.
Are there any clues that if only I heard
Heard the sound when
Because you
I
were,
agree with that.
and that's what's gonna give away the killer.
That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
rumbling?
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Huh?
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pains.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane!
I see!
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours? That much?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious. So they can lure out just Nekomaru.
Yeah, because he knows the time.
If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right? From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
Massage time.
Massage
Monokuma Tai Chi, right? Right?
Yeah.
I see!
Fuck you.
That's it.
You and Devin should be
The
working
killer made
together.
use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Grape Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing so, The killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
Then, when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning...
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m., and if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Taichi, right on schedule.
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Ah! Too early! He didn't even ask you yet!
Everyone missed.
Everyone did.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, jeez! That's, well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot, or something.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fall?
Wrong! Too bad!
Liar! I'm right!
That's not it! It's incorrect!
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar!
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
No, because you could have. We left him there.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his...
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
Alright.
You're the only one!
But
The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there.
he isn't
Just
it?
me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy.
And that's what's going to be the nail in the coffin.
You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
Please, say something!
He's
If
like,
you
y'all
don't hurry up and
stupid.
answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
You're definitely fucking lying.
However, that is also true for me. It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange?
I mean, did Chiaki hear it?
Everyone else heard it.
To be honest, it's not just them.
Yeah.
The same goes
There
for me
we
too.
go.
I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it. But it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
You still don't know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
I figured it out like way early into the trial.
Oh, fuck off.
So you matter.
They even mentioned it in the beginning. Oh no!
Yep. Deluxe room?
Maybe. I can't believe it gave me the first two. You X. Oh my god, I gave you X. Oh my, it's just giving you the levels.
God damn, it's actually playable.
If it was like this the whole fucking game, maybe it wouldn't be that bad.
I know, but in this case,
But no, it's completely randomized, so we have good luck today.
Yo.
Oh. I don't know, you struck the M, but I ain't coming back.
Wait, did
Yeah, you struck the M, whatever.
You just strike 4 M's when you're like 2 away.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm like, wow.
I'm just trying to keep everything else from falling apart,
it was
bro.
it was less than a minute, so it's all good. You're probably gonna get like
Nagito,
100.
Sonia, and
Speedrun
Chiaki,
strats fail.
the 3 of you were staying in deluxe rooms, right? If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
So insulation.
The reason we could.
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve corps student talent? Now then, you guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
Oh, hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
God damn,
Why?
she's so dumb.
Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
Decisive fact?
Who is it?
He passed it. And Tanaka,
You're the
he's
only
the only
one.
one who has soundproof room that went out.
Gundam?
Oh, Dan was right.
something I
It
wanna
was
ask.
Gundam.
Is it?
When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Why were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right? Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Huh? Now that you mention it...
Gundam?
Oh,
There's only
man.
one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
Gundam. You have some sort of explanation, right?
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko.
Me?
After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct? Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right? If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Mekamaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room.
Just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Because I was in the lounge.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
You fucked up.
But why'd you come out?
You got unlucky.
You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam?
You got Fuyuhiko fucked
Can
him
you
up.
at least say something?
Answer me this. including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction, how many ears do we possess?
Huh?
The answer
How many,
is
guys?
10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Is that your argument?
You bastard! Do you understand the situation you're in right?
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence.
He's fucked. He's fucked.
At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
Hold on a sec.
You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say, it's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers. Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it? At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
Ah, you said opening act again!
Please hold on! We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal!
We're not gonna be fighting Gundam. I think we're gonna be fighting Sonya.
Yeah.
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct? Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
I see.
How could
The
you?
contact elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, you wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing, which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
You need to bring up the final dead room.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
That's wrong. Alright. What you talking about again?
You're not able to move through the place with the contact elevator.
Was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken,
It's gonna be a collectible.
your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
There we go.
I've never seen that shit before.
Elevator, the only means of travel between the two houses.
How do you?
That's
How,
wrong.
We used it like a few times, like 3.
oh, I remember.
There should have been another
That's
way
way
to move
over,
between
yeah.
the two houses
I
without
hate
the
how
elevator.
rare it is. Oh, well, I hate.
Use it a lot more in V3.
Okay.
There's multiple, and there's actually ways to skip half the trial.
What?
You know what? Yeah, if you know how to big wing it, you're like, wait a minute.
That's
Such a
dope.
method does not exist.
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method?
Nagito.
The main character.
You're the only one! Nagito, you should know.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
So. There's
a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the 3rd floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show up. But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the 1st floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down, surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the 3rd floor of Grape House.
Meaning the 3rd floor and the 4th floor are actually connected.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame!
Come on, let's get to the mechanics.
However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
There's no way they didn't know.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion. If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny.
There's no way I can stop.
What did you say? Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Oop.
What could he be?
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you
luck
could
with this
travel
one.
through multiple planes.
Oh, these suck.
Yeah, he's
Use a
actually
spacious
serious,
world.
unlike the last time you tried this.
However, how frail I say. Your decayed illusion.
How do you?
Shall I feed you to the progeny of
Fucking
vile
hell, this is
deities?
hard.
Diagonals, my boy.
Yeah.
This is us.
Like, you gotta wait for
If
them
the
to
turbid
queue up.
box doesn't exist,
You need to skillfully cut it.
you could
Oh, that ain't
travel through
penguin.
multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say. Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Not enough.
Ah!
Even if
Yeah.
the turbid box doesn't exist,
Just wait for
It's
them.
too
you
good
could
at
travel
arguing,
through
guys.
multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say. Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
It's so fucking hard to cut diagonally. What the fuck?
Just do up and down and left and right and wait for the
No,
words
no,
to
no,
become
that's not how
3
it
lines.
Diagonally, you have to press both, but it's only slicing up.
That means you're mistiming him.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say.
Just damn it, it will.
Your
fuck up.
decayed illusion.
You mistime it.
Shall I feed
Sideways,
you to the
sideways.
progeny of vile
Go a bit slow.
deities?
And sideways.
I can't back down!
Oh, there we go.
Bam! Too good.
Bam.
Columbia.
Yes, let's go.
It's so hard.
I
Okay,
already
now for the
knew
hot
the
pot.
secret passage exists.
Now for his horror
The
pop.
secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drive, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light!
What? How did you get so far?
You cut his
Know
statement.
the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't at least pray to the key which dwells in the light!
Yeah, you're there. You will reverse if you don't fight back.
Damn it!
Okay.
Even... You could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I already proved a secret passage exists. The secret passage was at the octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the octagon.
You just slow down.
Don't bark, you cur!
No.
You don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blood.
Allow me to cut through those words.
He wants you to cut his statement. That's why he does it so fast.
The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body.
That was really fucking hard, bro.
I know, his words were spinning and shit, like, oh my god.
You laugh how easy it was last trial.
And the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
The only place I can think of is the octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
I don't see any hammers.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the octagon.
What's up?
Penguin died.
Damn.
What are you eating?
Huh?
What are you eating?
There's some Ritz crackers.
Yes.
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
Mm-hmm.
It seems this is the end. Normally we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case. But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act.
No comic book.
So I'm going to end...
Hey, what are you...
First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building,
He
Gundam
isn't
tried to
Gundam.
lure only
Fuck off,
Nekomaru.
Naruto.
The elevator was probably broken by that point.
Oh, comic
Thanks to
book?
that,
Hey, he's
Nekomaru wasn't
He's
able
doing
to
it
go
for
to the
you.
Great Tower,
He's doing the
which
comic
was
book for
supposed to
you.
be the meetup point. So he tried going
Stolen.
over to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Well, hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And, without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay? Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru, so by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Oh, I know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be for Dark Deva's.
You what now?
That's his panic.
Hold on! You... What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
What's wrong with that?
Don't mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
It appears I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
What do you intend to do?
It's obvious! I'm going to destroy your illusory assumption!
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Just as I thought. Truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple argument. It was just a mere illusion. If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitation.
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other, you must provide a reason that will persuade that human. You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
Alright.
Here we go.
I won't let you! For the
Yeah,
Tanaka
screw as well.
Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesies! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesies! Show me the cadaver! I won't let you!
Amen.
For the Tanaka Empire! Wither!
Wither away.
Crushed as David prophesies! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! For the Tanaka Empire!
Oh,
I won't let you!
Let's go.
For
And now you
the
have infinite
Tanaka
health.
Empire! Wither!
This is this heal you
Crushed
can
as
take
David
damage.
prophesies! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed
So
as
much
David
slowdown.
prophesied! Show me the cadaver!
The cadaver.
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! It's Nekomaru's back.
4.
Do you really
Start.
think I can get behind him so
David.
easily?
Duh.
It's a double save as a destruction.
They would die.
This pressure.
I'm like, he's gonna fuck
Show
up
me
if
the
he's a good
cadaver.
die.
Amen! You weakling!
They are the Dark Devils
This
are
pressure. Show me the cadaver! Amen! For the Tanaka Empire!
Oof.
It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can
David.
get behind him so
This is the end! Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you had the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
Oh?
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
Of course that'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundams. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Yes, dude.
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right? Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Mekamaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
Fucking not.
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere. Now, trample this life Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road. Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own 2 hands.
Oh, comic book time.
Is it?
But Naruto already did that.
What?
There. You began when I asked Naruto to steal the comic book. Go over the whole book first.
Go!
Go with the Devas.
Oh, Devas of destruction.
Hamster and murder.
Get murdered with hamster.
Yes.
Do his hamsters end up getting punished with him?
They want to kill him.
Ah, so the hamsters survive.
Think of them as like, what's it called? Helpers in the act, you know?
Yeah, like they said, only one killer could be punished.
Yep. When there's that great, towel, you book the button. I think he needs a little help then.
Alright. Yep. There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, the stock's not complete?
When he's
set
at the
the
great
alarm
tower
clock
door, he breaks the button.
Breaks the button, yeah.
Find the grape.
Yeah. Up to. Yeah.
That one's easy.
There we go. This page complete. Page complete.
Let's see what we got.
Got it at the lounge,
Go
yeah.
long Clark for fiasco.
Yeah, last one.
No.
There we go.
Puts it on the.
And then
Yeah, just on the next panel.
Yeah.
our hook door handle.
And it breaks.
Where's the last one?
When it breaks, I think.
There it is. Alarm clock lounge.
Kiss the pillar, damn it!
Goddamn pillar. Where's the rumbling noise? I don't think we have that yet. Why did Nakamura fall?
The door.
Yeah, there we go.
Unlucky again, he didn't know it would work.
In the power of 1,000,000 horsepower.
You woke up with,
Where's the last one?
him saying the fucking clocks.
Yeah,
The white one.
the top. There.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
We just skip it then.
Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they
I'm just gonna
committed
have
the
it on
crime.
auto.
Alright.
I don't know, you just don't have it on the try the whole time.
What?
First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House. Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours. Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dead room. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else. That secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape Tower for a specific reason. There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Taichi begins.
Oh,
Nekomaru
shit.
went to Grape Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower. But the killer was waiting for him there. With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of Nekomaru's neck. This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building's structure that they used to kill Nekomaru. Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending, and Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful, and placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage, so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob, but because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died. The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
Splendid. That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop. Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself!
I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe you killed Nekomaru? I cannot believe something like that!
You don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka! My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
Never said why.
No mold was established.
Dude, I'm sorry, but like,
oh.
it was
F57.
It was raining so fucking bad. The trash cans because of the rain. It was pouring down the hill, so I saw them going past the windows. I'm like, ah, shit, I gotta pick those up.
I was like, something happened.
I know, they were going down the road. We live on a hill.
Result isn't all that.
Get back here!
Now then,
Yeah.
please pull the lever in
I got
front of you and
soaking wet.
cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Please pull the
Why'd you do it, Devin?
Crap! I bit my tongue at the most important part!
Daffy Duck.
Right, Devin, what's the move?
I really don't know what the motive was. I think maybe just saving everyone. Someone have to starve, and then Nekomaru was the only one they could commit a murder on.
Well, he'd feel
Like a
bad.
selfless murder.
Well, he's.
I think Gundam could kill anyone he wanted.
Well,
to.
Gundam's like, you know what? Nekomaru is probably the safest choice because he's not really human anymore.
Yeah, that's what I felt. Like a humane killing, I guess. Like quote unquote, but you know.
No. It'd be bad if I bit my tongue again. So I'll speak slowly. Judging from the results,
Yahoo!
you guys were correct once again. Getting 4 in a row without any mistakes is a splendid achievement. That's right. The one you killed, the robotic Nekomaru in the amazing Funhouse, was Gundam Tanaka.
Nice!
Yay! I said all that without biting my tongue.
Now then.
Now that we've decided the killers, let's do the execution one and get this over with.
Hold on. Sure, the class trial is finished, but that doesn't mean the incident is over. You can't finish it yet until we hear from Gundam.
Jeez.
No matter what he says, it won't change a thing. Well, I have no right to stop you either, so do whatever you like.
Fall, my tears.
Why do you want to talk to one who is lost? The loser merely leaves. It would just be unnecessary for me to say something.
Listen well.
Is what I would like to say, but for honor's sake, I should correct one thing.
What?
How pitiful.
You guys said I'd make Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. That, however, is a great mistake.
Huh?
Fine.
Nekomaru did fight. That is no mistake. And because he fought, he lost and died.
Damn it!
Lost and died?
This, too, must be the will of causality.
If he was just trying to cling to life, there are many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow that.
You.
What do you mean? Explain!
Fine then. Then I shall reveal it all.
Let's make history.
Within the final dead room, I discovered the secret of the Funhouse. And I devised a killing plan utilizing that secret. By tampering with all the clocks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower. And this is what happened. Nekomaru and I were along the tower, standing face to face with one another. I should say I expected as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my solid killing intent and instantly understood the situation. And we had ourselves a stalemate. In that situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been easier for him to do so. He could have run away, or even called for help. But he did not turn his back to me. Instead, he chose a fight that risked life and death.
That is...
A fight that risked life and death?
Let me tell you this.
He was serious too. He gave it his all to try to kill me.
Huh?
If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You would never know why I, the victim, went to the tower by myself.
I can see it!
Nobody would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing.
Could it be?
Nekomaru really did that?
Joe vibes.
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
This scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
That's a great line.
And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, lords of darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I need not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might! I won't go easy on you! Don't even think about holding back! Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics! Give me everything you got!
Nekomaru Nidai, your blood will drench the foundation of my empire!
That is...
Why? Why did you fight? We are all friends. Why couldn't you stop this? Even if both sides agreed, it was still wrong. I would not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you.
Let me tell you this.
However, I must say this. What's the point of living if you're just waiting until you finally die?
You weakling!
There's nothing courageous about that. This is abandonment, a mere feeling of resignation.
Fall, my tears.
Ever since we were locked inside that building, everyone has been dominated by that feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born from resignation. That is simply a reason to give up.
If you flinch, you will die!
Giving up on life? That's just an insult to life itself.
Let me ask.
Have you fools heard of the term dog eat dog? Cannibalism.
Fine.
In zoology, cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at some point in their life span engage in cannibalism.
Listen well!
That is what it means to live. If you say killing for the sake of living is evil, then what would you call giving up on life itself?
I shall engulf this world.
If a world would consider that justice, then I will fight that world with every last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy toward life.
I renounce you!
It is a violation of the natural order. It is the arrogance of humanity.
You.
Are you saying you tried to justify what you did?
But
it sounds like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's why they fought, right?
Damn it.
Fine.
That man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That is why he challenged me to a battle. Regardless, as I've always said, I do not intend to force my battles upon you fools. I have betrayed you all. That is the absolute truth.
Fall, my tears.
But even so, doing things a Bell told me of the slowly starving to death here.
Oh.
That belief is why you committed your crime?
You...
Hey, what about the final dead room? Did you do the Western Roulette too?
Let's make history.
Unlike Nagato, I only did it once, but... Compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was a mere child's play.
Well?
You know, after listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that. Well, it's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime without much resistance.
You didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you?
I can't believe you would ask such a foolish question.
My name is Gundam Tanaka!
Just who do you think I am? I am Gundam Tanaka, history's greatest monster. My cursed existence is feared by all mankind. There's no way I sacrifice myself for the sake of you fools.
Fade like dust in the wind.
Not in a million, not in a billion, not in 10 billion years. In the name of pandemonium is impossible.
Is that it? I'll just leave it at
that. Now then, let's be rid of this foolish talk. It's about time the fun started. Monokuma, let's begin!
Yes, indeed!
Yay! Got it! I prepared a special punishment for the ultimate breeder, Gundam Tanaka.
Please wait!
This is just too much.
I beg of you!
Please, Makima. Please help Gundam.
Huh?
Miss Sonia?
I beg of you!
Please, I beg of you. Sonia. An act as unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death does not befit a noble such as yourself. Gundam? It's fine to start for reals, right?
Fine.
Yes, I do not mind. However...
What is it, my 4 dark devas of destruction? Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared 4 dark devas of destruction. That is not like you at all. However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end, pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing, let us laugh uproariously! That is Gundam Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end! Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Going out like a G.
Honestly. Clean by the hair.
Mm-hmm. Stampede.
Masters.
On a scale.
Oh yeah.
You get that weapon. Oof.
Everyone good dies.
You always thought he was going to hell.
Yeah.
See you later, Warlock.
See you later, Space Cowboy.
Gundam? No. No!
After Gundam is gone, the spirit of parting words still linger deep in our chests. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstood what he meant? Then what?
How do you misunderstand that?
I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that.
Damn it.
Damn it. Damn it. I'm so pissed off right now, I need to throw something.
Damn it!
We spent so much time worrying about each other, and all thanks to this, we ended up like that. All full of shit. Every last one of you. The biggest piece of shit is me, Vax.
Worst.
Why am I so weak?
Oh.
It's just a download, clearly. But still, even though we feel this way, we still gotta do our very best.
You are right.
Alright. This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends. If not,
You are right.
Gundam will most likely crawl his way out of hell, and I presume he will be very cross with us.
You're right. You're right. We shouldn't just stand here. I mean, it's not like this is over. We still have to do it. We still have to finish this. For the sake of our friends who have died, we still need to finish this once and for all. Just don't just stand there. Stand up and walk. Move forward. Live. If you don't, everyone who fought and died will have died in vain. Can't allow that.
Hey!
So how long are you guys going to stand around shouting? The class trial is over, so it's okay for you to hurry back over the Jabberwock Island. However, the killing squad will proceed as usual, so make sure you know that.
Wait!
Hold on! How much longer are you gonna keep doing this? How long are we gonna keep doing this? How long is this gonna continue?
Now then.
Oh. Alright, after feeling down for so long, I finally feel refreshed. Let's hurry back and eat some food.
Hey!
Hold on a second. The mood shift is too damn fast.
It's not like that.
Well, you know, like Gundam and Nakamura said. That's what it means to live, right? She certainly has something else. Seriously, I'm starving.
Hey.
Then, let's go back for now and eat. And then, after we're full, let's sleep as much as we want.
Right?
And then, let's do our best again.
Yeah, you're right. He wasn't there. He suddenly disappeared from our sight.
Ah, shit. Yep, I'm definitely lucky. I never expected to take so many valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette.
God complex.
Thanks to that, I was able to learn that day about true enemy. And before everyone else too. But it's just too funny. I mean, no one could tell that I was lying. There's no way the file had just Hajime's information.
Well...
I guess they were too busy with other mouths. Or maybe they've reached the limit? Regardless, I was saved. Things will get complicated if they found out. Anyway, I can't forgive this.
Damn it.
This shall never be forgiven. There's no way I can let this one loose. I'll be the one who stops this once and for all. Even if it costs me my life.
It's obvious.
For the sake of hope, I cannot ignore this.
Monokuma appears!
Alright, Monokuma arrived. You summoned me.
Now then.
Thanks for coming.
What's this?
Why, it's the longing little Nagato. Are you all alone tonight too?
What's the matter?
So what's up? Your face looks scary. I see. So you can tell. Ah, perhaps you found out who the trio is? You know me well.
Well...
Is what I like to say, but unfortunately I haven't learned that yet.
No, he has.
I see. So even you don't know, huh? Looks like the final showdown is going to take a little more time.
Hello.
So why'd you summon me anyway? Were you finally going to confess your love?
Hey.
I summoned you because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about the special prize from the final deck room. Oh yeah, what about? There was information about 16 people in the fire I received. But isn't that weird?
Say what?
What's weird?
You don't even know?
Well, there's a trail from the Future Foundation hiding amongst us, right? Including that person, the total number of students would be 16, right?
Isn't that right?
But this file contains documents that were created at Hope's Peak Academy, right?
Of course!
That's right, I just reused the stuff that the former headmaster spent a lot of time making.
But...
If this file even contains information about the trail, is that person also a former student of Hope's Peak Academy?
Who knows?
I wonder.
Hey.
Could it be? Is this your doing? You used the false information into the file? Were you trying to keep us from learning the trails today by obtaining this information? What's wrong with that? If it's my job to heat things up, it's okay if I do something smart like that, right?
He did change something, right?
I think he did.
On the traders one.
Well...
That's not my point.
Right?
My point is, You already know who the traitor is. What's wrong with that?
You're getting all riled up!
Well, you're splendidly correct when you say I knew who the traitor was all along. But even though I know who it is, why do you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like Mommy after losing her magic stick. The traitor's resistance means absolutely nothing to me. The resistance means nothing, huh?
No!
Well, that's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different.
Shing!
After all, that person is the evil Future Foundation's lackey who's putting you guys through this awful stuff. That's not entirely true. I didn't really come here to fight or anything like that. Instead, I came here to offer my cooperation, you know?
Huh?
Cooperation?
Hey,
Your purpose is to throw everyone on this island in despair, right? That's why you're intentionally letting the trio do as they please, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I...
If that's the case, I might be able to cooperate somewhat too.
Right?
However, in exchange, I want to know who the trio is. I see. Interesting. Very interesting. Obviously, that's a big no-no.
Unbelievable.
I mean, I want to make everyone in your group feel despair. That includes you too. Well, I knew you would say that. Besides, I just won't be able to handle the sadness when you betray me later on. Just as I thought. You saw right through me.
You're right.
No matter what situation I find myself in, my core way of thinking will never change. In order to create absolute hope that shines brightly, stat levels such as myself and despair exist. You're right. You're a true believer of hope after all. I must say, that belief reminds me of that person for some reason.
Huh?
Reminds you? I don't know who you're talking about, but if someone as worthless as me reminds you of some other person, you must be extremely unlucky.
Like...
But you're just as unlucky, right? I mean, the fact that you're involved in something like this.
Whoa.
Am I? I actually think I'm very lucky.
Say what?
You don't know?
Wouldn't you say that coming across this much despair is a rather rare opportunity? I can't rely on anyone on this island. That's why I have to be the one who does it. If I can eliminate despair from this island, I won't be a stepladder anymore. I'll become true hope. I'll become an existence that could even be called ultimate hope. The two of you are alike. You definitely remind me of him.
Hey,
there's one more thing I want to ask you.
See?
Who are you waiting for on this island? Huh? Looks like I'm right again. You're definitely waiting for someone on this island. Is the person you're waiting for already on this island?
Hey.
Well, answer my question.
That's...
If that's the case, if that person's already on this island, wouldn't that be exciting? Oh boy. I don't know, 2 of them. 5 days, 6 days?
3. 5.
That's why I said 5 to 6, it's 5 and 12. Okay. So Nacho's not the main character, apparently.
Yeah, fucking kill him! Kill him! Kill him!
7. What's Nacho going to do, Devin?
Obito was gonna do some crazy shit. He said he would sacrifice himself, so...
Hey!
The
Hellhound
just give him one. How'd you get this? It doesn't look very familiar.
The hell is this?
The hell is this? And that's where we're gonna end off this episode.
Alright.
Thank you guys for watching. If you like the video, do the hell you want. It's up to me. It's up to you, and we will see you all in the next video. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.